This is our story, if you know, you know. Age conscious 21, we've been bringing that smoke. Real exotics, hash hole, 3, 5s, and 7s. Heady glass on deck.
Welcome back, y'all, to the OG ZAA story, man.
Another episode.
Another one. Hey, it's Red Eyes, baby. It's us, man, on the platform, bro. We finna tell the OG ZAA story, man. Originators in this motherfucking shit, bro. We been long way with this shit. Red Eyes motherfucking collective. Red Eye.
Yeah. Finna give a little background on ourselves real quick. You know what I'm saying? That way you can get to know each and every one of us also, along with our guests that we've been having.
Yes, sir. I am Space City Counter Hub in this motherfucker, man. I represent Red Eyes Collective, bro. Got my brother here with me. Who you are, brother?
Launchpad. HTX is just, for the town. A lot of people say Houston Launchpad, but Launchpad is the actual name. Houston is just the HTX. So, up in this bitch, represent Red Eyes motherfucking Collective. You know what the fuck we doing.
Red Eye.
And stay paid. That's me.
Stay motherfucking paid in this bitch.
Represent everything money. And, of course, the Red Eyes Collective. Yeah.
Red Eye.
And we got that boy Wise on the camera. He's back there doing push-ups right now. You can't see him.
That nigga just hit a dab, a mean-ass dab. Now he's doing push-ups. Where's my phone at? Behind the scenes.
Just hit a mean-ass dab. Now he's doing push-ups. He's getting his sets in real quick.
On set, behind the scenes. That's what the dab do to you. They out here smoking them bullshit ass.
Look at his eyes.
Yeah. That shit got you energy.
Oh, shit.
Man, we just gonna bullshit for y'all real quick, man. We got the OG ZAA story coming up on the 24th, May 24th. Make sure y'all motherfuckers tune the fuck in and be there on Friday. We gonna do this podcast live. You know what I'm saying? Talk some shit live. Might pull a random motherfucking person on stage. Hook up real quick and tell their experience as a consumer. You don't know.
Yep.
We might pull something out the hat, huh?
Rabbit out the hat.
It's always something.
Make sure you're fucking there so you can see what's going
Yeah,
on.
don't
Always
miss
got
out.
a few surprises.
Don't miss out. Y'all might be seeing this after, but still, don't miss out on the next one, all right? 'Cause there's going to be plenty more.
Don't miss out, y'all. Man, y'all know we love this motherfucking cannabis, bro. So ain't no best thing to do but bring everybody together, man. So we gonna start how we came together as Red Eyes Collective, because a lot of people think Red Eyes Collective is one. We are one, but it takes three to make that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I consider us the diamond. You know what I'm saying? Because we're always put under pressure. Because a lot of people are always looking to see what we're going to do.
For sure.
We're front runners. We had a blueprint, so they like to see what we could do first, so they know they have the ability to do it as well.
For sure.
So that's why I like to call us the diamond, because, we put under a lot of pressure being the front runners doing what we do. So,
Yeah. Diamonds are built under pressure.
And I think he means in the front runners in the aspect of putting on very organized events with very organized events. You know what I'm saying? Just all around organized events, including the performances that we put on stage occasionally. You know what I mean? So we are definitely the front runners in that. I feel like we there was some other people that were doing it before in Houston. But when we kind of came out and did ours, the way we do it, it kind of just brought everyone else to another level and got a little bit more organized and overall better, I feel like.
No, that's facts. That's more than the feeling. That's truth. A lot of people know it. We all know it, but we don't have to talk too much about that. It's facts.
Yeah.
I remember our fucking first time just talking about Red Eyes just working together was at a major event that wasn't even ours. So they definitely had some shit popping before us. So, shout out to them. Shout out to like Hyde Park, Shout out to Social Beer Garden, a couple of spots that threw some cannabis events for us.
I don't think we were ever out at the Social Beer Garden.
Yeah, we didn't do that one.
Dope. That was like my second event that I ever did at Social Beer Garden. That was
Homie
pretty
Smoke
fucking cool.
Shop. I think when we did
Yeah.
that Homie Smoke Shop on the east side, they were doing some shit. Man, I think Angie was doing something too. It was called something else though. It wasn't called. It might have been called that, but
We just didn't know.
we didn't know. But she definitely had something going on. There was a couple other people too. But yeah, for sure.
Houston Hemp.
Houston High too.
Houston
Yeah,
High.
Houston High, Houston Hemp. Houston High, I think it was just more on like Discord maybe, but they had like a big community for sure.
Yeah, they did have
They had a big
pretty big following on Discord. Discord was pretty crazy.
Going stupid.
But no, we were at fucking
Hyde Park.
Hyde Park.
Hyde Park. That's where we met.
That's
at.
where we
Hyde
really
Park.
got it popping.
Well, we was at fucking Hyde Park getting that shit in, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all had mainly just what, merch at that time?
Yeah. We.
I didn't even have like a real, like I had a brand, but it was called Hustle Vibes at the time. It wasn't even called Stay Paid.
We were under our LLC at that time. I actually had another brand that I kind of purchased it from a homie that started the brand. But when he started the brand, I knew him like around the time, and I invested with him early, and he stopped. But then I just purchased it back from him, which was called Screw Stone. And then we had Balboa's, which was the name of our LLC.
Yeah.
Screw Stone. Yeah, our first, 2, maybe 3 flyers was Screw Stone.
Yeah,
Space
Screw
City.
Stone,
Space City
yeah.
edibles. You know what I'm saying?
I had the flame. It was a flame Screw Stone, and then you had the bomb, I think, right?
I had the bomb. I always been true to the bomb. But I got the bomb tatted on me right here on my fucking collarbone. Got that shit tatted on me in fucking high school, bro. Like,
I got to Stay Paid.
yeah,
Not that long, not as long as you, but
yeah. I had this. This always been like a vision for me. So I love that the bomb has come to life the way that it's come to life. It didn't, and then tatted on me the smoke that he's smoking. It says "Light up the darkness."
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So the bomb has always been there to light up some dark days
Light up
for me.
darkness.
For real, been blowing shit up ever
so
since
you
I
got
fucking-
your tattoo in high school?
in high school.
So that's how long Space City has like,
No, that wasn't even incorporated with Space City.
oh,
So whenever I fucking made Space City, I was like, bro, the bomb's gonna be the logo. So I already tatted on me. And then always like in school, I would always fucking just draw that bomb. Like I'll be bored in a bitch and
Yeah.
drawing fucking bombs and shit in class. So it's like, I don't
used
know
to draw
why the
them
fuck
little
that shit stuck. I'm glad they ain't be like, why you drawing so many bombs?
Right.
You trying to blow some shit up?
You trying to blow some shit
Oh, I'm glad they ain't fucking look at my paperwork. Nah, for real.
man.
That shit has been a good logo for my brand. And I don't think I'm ever going to change the bomb. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been blowing shit up. And it's going to always blow shit up.
It's a good fit.
Yeah.
It's a
For
good
sure.
fit.
No,
How
for
did
sure.
the since we're talking about when you're younger anyway, I mean, how was it? How was the young Space City growing up?
Space City when I was young, bro, I was active. Always active. I'm still fucking active. But as a youngin', bro, I was definitely into sports. You know what I'm saying? Track and field. I was a good kid. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
A's and B's?
Yeah, good in the
A's and
books,
B's,
bro.
okay.
Like, never failed any classes and shit. Didn't start failing and skipping school till I actually started smoking weed in high school.
Damn.
But as a young me, I always been an entrepreneur. I used to fucking sell the cool cups in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them hoes bust, bro. The best fucking cool cups. Like, them hoes. And we make them like rainbow. So you have like layers of that bitch. It'll be 3
y'all
flavors.
going
on
all
it.
out.
So the kids be ringing on the doorbell all the fucking time. And these are the same kids I just been at school with.
And how
all
old were
fucking
you?
Day. I was in elementary. So I'm like 8 years old.
8
at
years
this time.
old. 8 years old. You already had the entrepreneurial spirit.
Me and my mom was in the kitchen whipping up cool cups, bro. Just Kool-Aid, sugar, freezing them up. Had the whole freezer in the garage just for cool cups, bro. My first summer selling cool cups, I bought a fucking electric scooter from the flea market.
That's loud.
I was lit, just ride around neighborhood, boom, boom, boom. Bought that shit, my money, cash. So that shit's always stuck with me, bro. Like entrepreneurship, always been able to like make my own money. You know what I'm saying? Always been like true to something that I believe in, something my passion. You know, I'm always like bring it to life because it's there for a reason. So
Yep.
No need to
Definitely.
waste it. And ever since then, I fell in fucking love with the dollar bill. Been running that shit up since, bro.
I was like the exact opposite.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything like entrepreneur type. I was in sports. I played sports all the way from like when I was 4. I did like the pony league, soccer, all the way till I was like 12. I played basketball. I did volleyball. Pretty much every sport except track because I hate running. I still hate running.
I love running.
And then I didn't stop doing sports until I was like in high school, and that was because I couldn't like keep up with my grades. They weren't bad, but I wasn't concerned with that. I started like partying and stuff when I was like 15.
Yeah.
That's when I really started partying.
Party
like,
animal.
yeah, I didn't like live with it. I lived by myself, and then like I just had friends that lived with me, and we all would go to school together. And we'd all party together, and sometimes we'd go to school, sometimes we wouldn't. I was kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie.
It was a small town. There wasn't too much to do.
Which one
Yeah.
of those sports was your favorite sport?
I think basketball is my favorite sport.
Can you still hoop to this day?
I feel like I can,
She got a
but
little bit of skills. When we go
You
to
got
Dave
like
and Buster's,
handles, or you just got like a shot?
She got the shot. When we go to Dave and Buster's, she be sinking them hoes. I'll be like, damn. She's
So
whooping
she's
my
like
ass right now.
keep on the 3-point line.
Yeah. I don't know.
you know how
She
they
might
call
have
it
some
like a
handles.
sweet spot?
Uh-huh.
I feel like I could always have a sweet
Butter.
spot. Yeah. Like I would throw
Raindrops.
it, make it,
Just look at face.
Look at it.
I'll
She's
get
like,
it back,
hell
I'll
nah.
throw it again. Yeah.
We're gonna have to fucking see, do a challenge, see what you can do.
Yeah.
You should have fucking hooped at the when we did our March Free for Madness when we had
I
the little
know.
goal.
They
I
were
thought
doing,
about
like,
it,
slam
but
dunks and shit.
That nigga Flapjack broke the goal. That nigga did a boom, broke the little mini goal. That shit was fucking.
I got some
funny as
skills
a
I don't
bitch.
ever show off.
Yeah.
That's one of them.
Yeah. They only see some of them so far, huh?
Yeah.
So why'd you start getting bad? Why'd you go from like good sports girl to like super bad at 15? So you start getting reckless, huh?
Man, I think it was honestly just the kids I was hanging out, the people I was hanging out with. I lived in Texas City growing up, like my whole life until I was like 5th grade, 6th grade. And then I moved to a little small town, Lake Jackson, when I was in 7th grade. And that was kind of like, I met some friends. I only had the friends of like the girl that I had a sister my same age, stepsister. And so I just hung out with her and her friends. And then when I got to 9th grade, I got my own friends. And when I got my own friends, they were just like, not the best influence, but we used to be out at the beach. And then they had older friends, which was like low key. I think about it now, it's kind of weird because we were like 15 and they were of age, 21, 22, hanging out with us, buying alcohol, throwing the parties.
What
And
them old ass people hanging out with them youngsters for like that?
it was like, that's what I'm saying. Now I think about it, like, that's weird for sure, but
She was already bad before I met her.
Bad. You had.
But-
I did
if
not
you have
influence
the
her. I didn't influence her.
If you had
yeah,
the
I didn't meet him
influence
until I
around
was like
and the
17,
resources,
18.
It's definitely on go.
Yeah, so I had a car. I had a car young. I got a car when I was like 15. That's when I started skipping school. And then my parents, like, I just lived by myself in a house and I had my friends living with me. So we would just started partying. I partied so much before I was 16 that by the time I reached 18, I had my first kid and I was already settled down. I had did all my partying. And even now, I don't really drink now. But
So
I
did
used
you
to
just-
drink back then.
Did you start smoking when you like was partying at 15 heavy like that, or
No.
was your first time smoking some gas?
I was 18 the first time I actually tried smoking. We were like, I was hanging out with my friends and they were like, hey, let's go smoke. And they couldn't smoke inside, so they went to go sit in somebody's car. And it was like 6 of us like piled up in the car. I remember I was like sitting on somebody's lap and I'm just like sitting there and they're like all smoking. And I've never smoked before. They passed it to me. I tried it. I don't even know if I actually did it right because I just don't remember.
He was just like,
I just like hit it a couple times. They're like, did you do it? I'm like, yeah. And then
He ain't do it. I remember my first time.
she was like, hell no, there's too many people. I can't be getting this high.
I don't need,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
And
do it
then after that, I just kind of went on, my life. I had a kid after that. And then I tried again when I was like 21. And then that's when by that time I had already met him. And that's when he introduced me, I guess, to the good bud at the time. And that's when I really started smoking like heavily, like all the time.
That nigga launch pad do be having some gas for your ass, man.
Yeah, you already know a couple different flavors. Shit, me, man, I was a badass kid. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was okay. Like when I was young, but then after that, like it was just, I was hard headed. Single mom. Me, shit, bad. Always getting in trouble. Fucking kicked out of school. Juvenile. Fucking jail later. Shit, prison.
Fucking badass.
Badass little kid, you know what I'm saying? But obviously I chose the really hard path on everything, and I still do a lot of times. So
What influenced those badass behaviors, bro?
shit, man.
Probably just
Probably just hanging around wrong kids, I guess. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Like I'm gonna be honest, like a lot of the shit like I just did myself. So like I could say that, but
You
really,
was
he's the bad influence.
I guess I was the bad influence, maybe. I don't know. But
It's okay, admit it.
you know what though? It was mostly me getting in trouble though with my mom. My mom was real strict.
Yeah.
My mom was super strict. It was mostly me getting in trouble with my mom. Like the other kids was like they were doing all this shit already, and like they're like I remember even like when you was asking about smoking right now. The first time I smoked was like a kid that his mom like just ain't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about, we was smoking in homie's house, like in that bitch hot box, and his mom was in the room, looked like she was probably like drugged out. You know,
high in that
yeah,
bitch.
we was like that was the spot when we was going. You know, if you want to do anything, you going over to homie's house.
I had super strict parents
I had a
too.
couple homies like that too. That
Yeah,
they,
my
they
parents were
ain't
strict
give
though.
a fuck.
Well, my dad was super strict, so that's why during that time I didn't live with him. That's when I went crazy.
My parents, they were, when they were together, they weren't really just strict like that. You know what I'm saying? They definitely like had discipline and steered us the right way. Like whenever my mama disciplined, she'll fucking make me get like on my knees,
My mom used to do that
and
shit
like
too. Fuck.
the back had to be straight.
Dog, I used to hate
And
that
if you
shit.
let your back like bend in, man, time
Slap
reset.
me, man. She would slap me with a
Man.
damn. My mom was mean, man.
That shit would
Bro,
hurt,
she
bro.
would slap me with a spatula.
That shit.
My
mom
dad
was
used to
mad
just
as
spank
fuck.
me regular, like
that same
with a
shit,
Bro,
belt.
crazy.
my wife be like, that's why your ass got back problems now to
On
this
like,
day.
on like
Right.
floor like this, huh? Like on hard ass
back,
floor.
Back straight, nigga.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have your knee back straight, bro. Your shit be cramping, you be hurt, bro. Like, man, mama, let me get up on my knees.
Crying.
But you
I'll
got
be
like you
crying
could
like
be
a
over
little
there
girl.
for like 10 fucking minutes. And that was enough for me. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't
like,
enough for me.
Like I wasn't really just
When you
just
think
too
when
bad
you
as
look
a
up
child.
stubborn in a dictionary is picture a launch pad right there.
I used to be sneaky as fuck though. So like a lot of times I wouldn't get caught, but sometimes I would.
Yeah. after that weed, after you get exposed to some shit,
little
that's
girl
when
like
that's when they start cutting up.
Mm-hmm.
Once I hurt my fucking knee in freshman high school, I was playing football. Fucking hurt my knee. I split my fucking kneecap. It like the bottom of the kneecap detached, like it just split. So I was on the fucking crutches for like 9 months. This shit was always from my hip to my ankle, just long
Oh,
ass
wow.
fucking crutches, bro. And that shit was the worst. After that, it was a wrap, bro. Start smoking the gas.
I think
Start getting into some shit.
my dad was strict. Not too. He was like our main caretaker or whatever. My dad was strict, but he was always working because he worked in a plant, and he's retired now. But he worked in a plant, so when he would be gone, that's whenever I would act up.
See, I wonder if it's like being parents, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the strict parents end up having some badass kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Cause definitely that was definitely what happened with me and my mom's, and man, yeah, I remember. I think I was like fucking 13 or something when I first started smoking. I was in 8th grade, going into 8th grade. That's when I started smoking. So I was young as fuck, and then I was skateboarding, but I fucked my shit up too. Skateboarding is a sport now. But I fucked my shit up too, and then after that, I kind of got away from the skateboarding, and then just stuck with the weed, selling weed.
You was doing like tricks and shit. You just cruising.
Yeah, I could do a little bit. Man, at that time, I think I was only doing like kick flips. I could do like some little shove-its. I was doing, like hitting stairs and doing like little 50-50 grinds. Maybe some nose grinds type
that
shit.
nigga was skateboarding.
Yeah, no, I was out there like I
I can't skateboard at all.
I was getting there. You know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna go to the next level at some point, but I fucked my fucking ankle up like doing.
I used to ride like a little rocket skateboard. Don't do tricks on it, just for getting A to B.
That's just fun, man. All that,
It was
like,
pretty cool.
Everything's fun, you know, like all that active shit. Like I used to be doing sports and shit when I was young too. I did a little bit of football, some soccer, basketball. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Which one you were the best at?
I would say probably soccer, football, but I did skateboarding mostly.
Yeah.
I think I played soccer more than anything, but I really liked basketball. I played church basketball first, like Upward. I don't know if y'all heard of that, but Upward basketball, like it's like church-based program.
Ours
And
was
it's
called
like,
something else. We called like TAF or something.
yeah, but that's just regular. See, like Upward, like you would have to do, like you would say a prayer before you go out, and then like during intermission you would say a prayer, and like it was like really.
So it was like a Catholic school type basketball.
I don't think it was Catholic. I think it was just like Christian-based program.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it was pretty cool. It was inside, super like low physical. Like it wasn't, you couldn't get too physical. I remember I fell down one time and like scratched my knee, and they made me sit out for the rest of the time.
Damn.
Yeah.
So it was like the
It was very like,
caretaking sport
yeah.
type shit.
It was like I don't know.
Like, yeah, nah, we're not playing real sports out here.
Like
We're
pee-wee
playing-
basketball.
Yeah, we're playing medium sports out here. Yeah, nah, that's I mean, that's good and bad. You know what I mean? Like it's good because like you might not get hurt as much, but it's bad. Just 'cause,
But then from the negative aspect, then going back to the positive, I was always super creative as a kid. Like
Me
I used
too.
to do scrapbooking, like full on scrapbooking. I had scrapbooks, and I would get the little papers and cut them and like cut the edges, and I would make full pages in scrapbook. Like I could do that for hours.
She did have hella shit like that, and she used to do like PowerPoints and all kind of shit.
Yeah, I can like typing, computer, like all that stuff. I'm good at all that.
I used to just
Shit,
like draw.
that's why you do what you do for the Red Eyes Collective team, bro. Because
Right.
obviously you've been good at that shit since a kid.
She
bro.
has.
Right. If y'all
So,
didn't know,
you
I'm the
are
one
still
that
good.
makes the majority of the flyers, the majority of like the artwork. We got a little bit of help on that, but I do a good amount of it.
Yeah. Our
It's all
social-
in house.
Social media. You know
Social
what I'm
media. If
saying?
you're talking to the Red Eyes page, more than likely you're talking to State page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So be nice.
Be
Yeah.
fucking nice, because if she comes
Don't
and
be
tell me,
disrespectful.
I'm on your ass.
As soon as y'all get disrespectful, I come and tell the guys, I'm like, hey,
I'm on your ass.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
You know, just because, you know, we try to run shit smooth with Red Eyes Collective, bro, because shit could go left real quick, man. And we're pretty good at what the fuck we do. So it's not for no reason. There's
yeah, we didn't get
rules.
good at it just from
Yeah,
Just fucking,
not being organized
Yeah.
and
for sure.
on the same page.
we got to stay organized. We got to communicate. You know what I'm saying? We build relationships with the vendors. We want all the vendors to know that it's comfortable. We hire the best security on the streets.
Yep.
And literally the security is my fucking brother from high school, bro, that literally started as my fucking table security. I called this nigga like, man, I need some help. Just watch my table, make sure sticky fingers don't get no shit.
Man, stealing was a big problem back then.
Bro,
Yeah.
big. I mean, it still is, you know, because
It be happening.
a lot of people have, you know, a lot of vulnerable shit on the table, and people try, bro, but you will be removed from the events, and your ass ain't gonna come back to no more of them hoes. So just keep it smooth. But that's why we invest in the security that we invest in, because fuck, we want everybody to be safe, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Consumers and vendors, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Want everybody to get home. For sure.
And don't ever think you're gonna come and talk to one of us and we didn't talk to the other one either. Like we get that, I get that a lot too. They'll like hit me and then I'll say one thing, they'll hit launch, and then it'll be like he'll say the same thing. It's like we're all gonna say the same thing
The diamond, bro. We be under that pressure.
because we don't make no decisions.
Man, so what's up? What's up, Stay Paid? What made you wanna go full flesh into your brand and start, you know, making drip and clothing lines and shit?
Honestly, I wasn't even working at the time. It was like during COVID. Like as soon as COVID hit, that's whenever like TikTok was kind of like making a big, everybody was on TikTok. And I remember scrolling through TikTok one day and I seen this girl post a rolling tray that she made, and I was like, man, how'd she do that? And I just kind of like looked it up. I got on YouTube. I started looking it up, and I went and bought all the supplies. I made my first rolling tray, and it didn't come out right because it was like curved, and so like the edges were super thick and the middle was really thin. But I was like, all right, now I know what I need to do. And then after that, I just started with the rolling trays, making rolling trays. And then I went into the cups. But really, I kept on YouTube looking up how to make this, how to make that. And then just my creative side came in with the clothes. Like, I think we went to LA.
Yeah.
And
Yep. We went to LA. This was actually the beginning of 2021. We were in LA getting clothes for the Screwstone brand.
yeah, and I found some things there.
Yeah, you were doing some other stuff as well that you were working on. You had some designs for that we were gonna do like a women's clothing also, because mine was mostly like a men's clothing.
And then too, it was just kind of like I wanted things I could wear for me that I like my style, and then but I wanted it to be like my brand. I didn't want to be buying from other people.
The Harwin wholesale store that
Yeah.
has like a lot of people go and buy stuff there, and that's quick
So
stuff.
all
You know
the
what I mean?
entrepreneurs be going right there.
Yeah, it's quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We went the extra step. We went to LA.
We went to
go
LA
shop
to the wholesale mart.
at the wholesale mart down there because they have like a lot of exclusive stuff that they don't get over here until like the next year or so. So
Yeah.
Exclusive.
And then I
to
even
us.
went as far as like looking up like Shein and Fashion Nova. You can actually find like all of their clothing vendors where they get their clothes from. You can find like the lists where they actually sourced it from. And I actually found it, and I found some of those brands like in the LA wholesale shop because I was like, man, I could get this same kind of clothes. And they sell it for so much, and it's so much cheaper when you can just buy it wholesale. Comes in a pack. But yeah, that was it. Basically, I did that first tray, and I was like, man, I can make this way better. And
Nah, you got some shit over there. You making these fucking dope ass cups and shit, like fucking
crazy.
screw cups, lean cups, like
yeah, the
dope
double
ass
cup,
shit.
the infamous double cup. I think I can proudly
infamous
say
double
that
cup.
I'm the first person to ever make a hand sculpted double cup in
Yep.
the city. I've never seen anybody else
That
make a
bitch
cup like that.
nice. And you just started making rugs. Them hoes are dope.
the rugs go crazy. Yep.
Yeah.
The rugs go
Very
crazy.
Pretty much anything custom I can get my hands on, I'm gonna try it. I'm
Them
gonna perfect
bitches
it,
are nice.
and then
Professional.
I'm gonna sell it.
Yeah. That's why Stay Paid is motherfucker here. She stay
Yeah,
paid.
stay paid.
Original with that shit, bro.
Yeah, and then shit.
What about Launchpad, bro? Yeah,
What
tell
was it?
me,
Getting
bro.
started right? Getting started like
Yeah.
doing this.
When
Man,
did you decide to start, doing what you do, bro?
I already, like I was saying earlier, I had already had the Screwstone thing before I started Launchpad one. But before that, man, I've always just been, like you said as well, very entrepreneurial. When I was young, I was fucking selling weed like in early high school. You know what I mean? And shit, it just went from that to going on to this, and then I met the homie that did the Screwstone shit, and we actually did a couple things together before I even got into this part of the relaunch of Screwstone, which was in 2021.
So Screwstone was just drip, or was that
It was
drip
just drip.
and cannabis?
So in 2016, like the end of 2016, which is when I met the homie, he was getting some gas from me and shit, and then we formed a partnership after that. I invested in the company, and he was doing like pop-ups and stuff, and he was selling like edibles that he made and putting the Screwstone sticker on them, and like the grass, and putting like a Screwstone sticker on everything. So he was kind of like branding before a lot of people were. There was other people doing it as well too. I think Cookies was just starting around that time, and like a bunch of LA brands, they were really heavy into branding as well. And people were slowly kind of coming out here, doing like little small pop-ups from California, but it wasn't nothing big. One of them had actually got busted around that time, which my boy had attended as well. It was the famous one with Paul Wall and Baby Bash.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was at that one too. So he was kind of in the scene already, and he's the one who basically kind of put me onto it, because I didn't really know too much about it until I came out here and kind of seen him doing that. And that's basically what got me started into this part. But like I said before that, I was already selling gas. Like I have been selling gas ever since I was in, you know, intermediate to high school.
When I met him, he was.
Yeah, and I was just gas. Like I had peas back in the, you know, Reggie peas though. You know what I'm saying? Reggie peas. It wasn't like a lot of fucking Doty, fire Doty back then. You know
My
what I mean?
parents were like,
Shitload of
no.
recipes back in the day.
Yeah,
They were like, stay away.
and they were pretty low back then. They're still pretty low now, but yeah.
Shit, I don't even know where to find a damn Reggie nowadays. For
But
real.
yeah, that's basically what got me started into this point before I formed a Launchpad and then met you, because I didn't have Launchpad until I had met you. It was only Screw Stone.
And even then, it was
we
after.
still Screw Stone whenever
Yeah,
we did
before
the
we
first
started
ones.
the damn Red Eyes, like I was trying to figure out a name because I didn't want to continue doing the Screw Stone because that was really my boy shit, and I didn't really know the direction to go with this, so I needed something of my own.
Right.
And that's when I formed Launchpad. But I'll
Launchpad,
elaborate that.
Launchpad sticks too. That's a good ass fucking name.
I'll elaborate that on a minute, but I want to hear what kind of got you started in the game though.
Man, like shit, just like you, bro. Like I've been selling gas for a long ass time too, cause man, back in fucking high school, it was like mainly that fucking freshman year, bro. Like that freshman year going into sophomore year. I remember me and my brother-in-law, bro, we was just sitting down on the fucking bench, just like, man, we gonna smoke weed forever.
Yeah,
Like
That's
we
how I
literally,
felt when
we
I first
literally
smoked it,
sat
too.
there and just said to each other and looked each other in the eye and was like, we gonna smoke weed every fucking day, bro. And we literally have been fucking smoking weed every fucking day. But what made me really want to start Space City Edibles, because that's where my branding started. You know what I'm saying? My branding started with Space City Edibles. And I was fucking watching Cooking on High on Netflix. And like I said, bro, I always been an entrepreneur. Like I was selling Cool Cups when I was fucking little, bro. And I used to fucking steal shit from the fucking mall when I was in high school after I got hurt from football. And I would sell Under Armour and shit to the coaches that I would steal from the mall. Because they thought my dad worked at Under Armour.
Oh, wow.
They were always like, man, how you get all this new shit, all this nice shit? And I ain't tell nobody I was like stealing from the mall like that. And I would sell them niggas fucking shirts. I still had my football locker. And I would fucking take people's orders on like Chuck Taylor's shoes, shirts. Go to the mall in my mama car. She had a Chrysler 300 with nice ass rims on, like 22-inch rims. So I felt like a baller, bro.
Yeah.
We'll go to the mall and we'll have a contest to try to see who can steal the most shit
Oh, my
and
gosh.
fill up the trunk.
Yeah.
So we would go in that bitch, boom, steal a whole bunch of shit. Now sell that shit in the locker room. So when I was watching Cooking on High, bro, it just fucking made my brain like, I'm finna go and make these motherfucking edibles. You know what I'm saying? I say, I'm finna get in that goddamn kitchen and make some edibles. And that's what the fuck I did. And then the first fucking pan that I posted, nigga wanted to buy it. So I literally went to this nigga house and sold the pan just like that. Like, ho, call me back same night. Bro, make me another pan, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Call me back the next day. Bro, make me another pan, Fruity Pebbles. So I'm looking at my wife like, man, these motherfucking edibles
Going crazy.
going crazy. So next thing you know, I started slicing them hoes up, putting them in packaging, started selling it, put the bomb on an astronaut.
Were
know what I'm
were you
saying?
calling yourself Space City Edibles at that point?
Yeah. I was
As soon as you
basically-
started it?
So yeah, when I started, I was Space City Edibles. I'm calling myself Space City Edibles, sell edibles. Right when I started selling edibles, shit went fucking stupid, bro. I still got an edible collab with Happy Juice. You know what I'm saying? If you get the Happy Juice infused, shout out Happy Juice. Those are
Best juice.
Those
That's
are
the
the
only
best
edibles
juice,
you do now, huh?
those are the only edibles I do now. I infuse the Happy Juices, you know what I'm saying? So if you get the Happy Juice with the bomb on there, Space City Edibles, that's your boy. You know what I'm saying? Getting your high off life.
That's crazy. I know she was gonna say this earlier too, but now we used to fucking rob the fuck out the mall when I was young too. But like I
Bro,
never sold
my
it. I used to
gosh.
just always rock that shit though. We used to have like jerseys and like all kind of shit. We'd be
So
like jacking
me,
the fuck out
mine
the
was
mall.
before I even met him. Like when I was
Yeah.
15, I had a group of friends, and like I remember one time I told my mom I was going to stay in Conroe with my friends. She lived up there, and we didn't go to Conroe. We went to Austin. And like on the way to Austin from Freeport all the way to Austin, we stopped at every single mall along the way, mall, shopping center, outlet center, and we just robbed it.
Yeah.
Like literally, my God, we would go in there. We would just, I'm not gonna lie, stealing was so easy back then
was.
because we would just go in there. We just boop boop boop. We
Easy.
go in there and be like, hey, my
Taking
bag
everything.
I
ripped.
wouldn't think it just put like 10 things on
Be like,
and
my
then walk
bag
out.
ripped. Can you give me a new one?
Pants, shoes all in her, walking all like this.
You think they noticed?
No, the way we did it was we would just take a bag in there and we would rip it on the bottom and be like, hey, my bag ripped. And we go into like Hollister, someone with a paper bag. Be like, can you give me a new bag? And they'll give you a new bag, and then we'll take that bag. And we go in all the other stores and we would just throw it in there and then leave.
Yeah,
We only almost got caught one time.
Yeah, my boys had got caught. I got caught one time. But they didn't bring me to jail, bro. They brought me to my mama at Walmart while she was working.
Oh, wow.
And this is how
Mama
I got
mad.
this, bro. She's furious, bro.
Pissed.
Had to leave her job, come outside in the parking lot, get my ass from out the cop cars, out the handcuffs. Pissed. Next day, bro, I wake up. She got a fucking McDonald's application right there in my face. The same McDonald's that's inside the Walmart. Talking about, I talked to the manager, Mario, already. You start your job or you get an interview tomorrow. So I'm like, man, I don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been selling fucking Cool Cups, selling fucking shirts, shoes, and I've been selling weed. Like, I don't want to fucking work for nobody, bro. So she made me work for fucking, go to McDonald's to work. I got fired like 3 weeks later for giving somebody a fucking a water cup. They asked for a water cup, but it was like a soda cup. And
Wow.
they fucking fired me for
Seriously?
that shit,
I had
Like,
so many jobs
what?
like
Wasn't
that.
meant to be.
bro.
I worked at Whataburger. I worked at a pizza place. I
A
worked at
lot.
Walmart. I've done
love
customer
fast food
service
too.
jobs. I worked in the plant for a little bit. I've done all
Yeah.
kinds of shit.
Yeah,
Later in my life when I got jobs, like I would sell weed to auto manager, so I never got fired. I just had to quit. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's.
So how'd
working
you
for
get like
people.
your first packs of like selling weed? How'd you get your first packs? How'd that come about?
Man, the first time, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like I got lucky and I looked on the ground walking out of class, and someone dropped some bread. There was like a lot of people with bread, I guess, like they had money, and someone dropped some bread on the floor. It was enough for me to grab like a little something, and then I just flipped that, and just kept flipping it, and then, you know, occasionally moms would throw my shit away, so I'd have to start over and just flipping.
Bro.
And then I just, you know, kept starting over. And then, you know, eventually I worked my way up to, well, actually, you know what? A homie that was fucking with me, he noticed what I was doing and he gave me like a 10-piece. And then, like, after that, I was just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I was the weed guy.
That boy was he was on for me.
I was the
He had
weed guy.
bats.
And everyone just, you know, knew me as the weed guy. And they was like, yo, Jay got the gas.
Man, I had a rich ass white boy, bro. I'm talking about he was flooded with hella bread that
Pack. Oh, he had the
that
bread,
he
yeah.
like inherited. You know what I'm saying? He had so much bread. Like this nigga souped up cars. We go spend just shit on everybody, food, drip. So this nigga fucking bought me and my brother-in-law our first pound. And the first pound came from my fucking neighbor. My neighbor will always this my first time ever selling weed, bro. Like my neighbor just always be like, "Damn, more time."
He had
He'd
that
be
gas.
up all night, bro. Like playing music, doing cocaine. My mama would come home.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, bro. My mom would come home from Walmart.
Straight from the border.
And this nigga in the driveway grabbing my mom to dance, like, come on, dance with me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So every time he would come in presence with me, he'd be, Mota, you want a Mota? Smoke the Mota, sell the Mota. And this nigga literally, bro, threw pound in the backyard, whole pound of weed in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this nigga told me the number, white boy bought it. Same day the white boy
Yeah.
bought this hoe, I'm scared out of my mind to bring the pound inside of my house that he just threw over the backyard. It was that safe, nigga, I don't have to go nowhere. The weed coming from the backyard, the neighbor. But my fool ass still hop in the car with the white boy, my brother-in-law, with the pound, so we could go to they house and do it because I didn't want to bring it in my house. I'm
Yeah.
scared.
To break it down and shit.
We get pulled over
Oh wow.
in the same fucking neighborhood, bro. The pound of weed.
With the white boy? Or-
Yes.
Yeah, with the white boy that had the bread.
With the white boy that had the bread, my brother-in-law and me in the back seat, and my brother-in-law got the pound of weed on his feet, bro, right there. And we pulled up to my nigga house, boop, right there. Like, fuck, bro. So I'm just already just like, man, I knew I shouldn't have took that shit. I shouldn't have took the weed. I shouldn't have fucking left my house. I'm just pissed off about every decision I just made, bro. But this nigga did not like yak us up, bro. He didn't. He just said, why y'all driving so fast? Turn the corners. I'm like, man, we just trying to go out here, chill, finna barbecue, have da-da-da, because my partner's already outside hanging out.
Yeah.
So this nigga literally like let us go, bro. Didn't see the weed, didn't smell the weed.
Blessed.
Bro, I got out the car, kissed the ground. Then we started selling weed. And then I've never
Cha-ching.
stopped since, bro. And I was probably like in sophomore. So I was 10th grade type shit, bro.
Hell yeah.
We sold weed together, but I've never really like sold weed
Sound
myself.
I've been sounding like a motherfucker forever.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Since
Like I had
since
like
was young,
fast
for sure.
food jobs. Like I worked at Sonic and stuff, and like he'll pick me up, and I would just sell to people that like work there and be like, "Hey, bring this, bring that."
That's really where you get the best clientele. Is at like restaurants,
Yeah.
fast
Yeah.
food,
That's how
servers
that's
and
really
shit.
how I came up. Like when I first started, like I got all my licks from working at fast food restaurants.
Yeah.
And like I kind of learned. I'm gonna be honest. I learned a good amount of stuff working at the fast food restaurants that I still some of the stuff I still use. Like customer service wise, because there's a lot of
Facts.
things you can learn. Even though you might be in a job that you don't like or any kind of anything. Always take that experience and do something with it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because
it's education.
Yeah,
It's low
it's
key.
education.
It's low key like they paying you for school type
Yeah.
shit. They teaching
think
you
of it
shit.
like that. I always think of it like you're getting paid to learn something, because like don't be afraid to ask questions when you're at jobs too. You know what I'm saying? Even if it gets on the supervisor's nerves or whatever, still ask questions, because like just because they don't want you to know don't mean you don't need to know. You feel me? So
No, facts, bro. That's
I always
real
take
shit.
everything as a learning experience.
That's real shit, bro.
For sure.
Yeah, you can always learn from every experience for sure.
Yeah, and then, bro, once this branding came about, it got bigger than just selling weed, bro.
What
So
is the what is the how did you come up with the name, or what does it mean? You know what I mean?
So shit, we in Houston, Texas, bro. You know what I'm saying? This Space City, man.
It's like city.
Like I used to so I'm naturally from Louisiana, Lafayette, Louisiana. That's where I was born. You know what I'm saying? I moved out here in Texas. First area I moved to in Texas was Webster. You know what I'm saying? And that's where NASA's at, and that's Space City and shit. So
Yeah.
it's like
Yep.
that was
Southeast.
my first introduction to Houston was Space City.
Nice.
So it always fucking stuck with me, bro, that I fucking love Space City. And then whenever I fell in love with them edibles, why not put it as Space City Edibles? And then once I started advancing my brand and get more resources and get more connections and being able to carry more outside brands, because I always believe in other people's brands too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will always support original brands. Like, Holy Moly was probably one of the first persons that I really put on my menu heavy when I was selling edibles. You know what I'm saying? And he has hell of hash holes that he makes in Houston, and he was the first person that I was like sourcing the shit of them hoes.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, man, let me start finding more brands. Gas Pack Exotic was another brand that's heavy in Houston too that I put on my menu when I was on the Space City Edibles. And the list goes on. Happy Juice as well too. And then once it got to the point where I'm like, man, I do way more than just edibles. I'm gonna change my shit to the Canna Hub. You know what I'm saying? Because now you could come to my business, to my brand, and you could purchase anything. You could purchase edibles. You could purchase
A to
vapes.
Z.
You could get anything, bro.
Yeah.
It's a one stop shop, bro. It's the Canna Hub. You know what I'm saying? We got this little freaky little logo, cause we got everything. You can sit there and scroll down our shit, and you're gonna be amazed by everything that you see that we carry now. So that's how the revamp of Space City Edibles to Space City Counter Hub came
for
about
sure.
right there. We just expanded and we got a whole lot of SKUs on the menu, so you ain't gonna get bored of our shit.
And me, I was Hustle Vibes before I was Stay Paid.
Yeah,
It
you
was
you
called
always
Hustle
kept
Vibes.
some nice little themes to it. You bought the money.
Yeah, and then people
Fresh
just,
from
I
the
think I
name.
put Stay Paid on something, like just with the Hustle Vibes. I had put Stay Paid on there, and I actually wrote it
It was a sweater.
in my own handwriting, and people like loved it.
It was the white sweaters.
They were like, "Oh my
and
gosh,
the
you
red
should make
ones.
that. You should make that your name." And so I just changed it to Stay Paid, and then kind of just kept it up. And that original logo is still really popular. I got it right here on my wrist, the original. But yeah, that's how I changed my name.
Stay paid in this
Stay paid.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yep, and
doing all
mine.
things money.
Like I said, mine was Screw Stone. Originally was not my name. I actually invested with a friend early on, and then bought it from him later because he decided that he was gonna do something else. And I really liked the brand, so I took it over and continued to develop it in 2021. Like I said, and then once we started the pop up thing, I didn't really want to sell weed under that brand because it was more his brand, and like I said, I was having a hard time kind of figuring stuff out that I wanted to do with his brand. So I started looking for something for my own, and I was sitting down with my boy one day, actually, in like the Heights area in Houston, the little spot I used to have right there. We had a couple meetings there and stuff. I was sitting down with him one day, and I was kind of trying to figure something out because we had a pop up. I think it was a Red Eyes event, or maybe it was a Hyde Park event. I don't even know, but I was trying to figure out a new name, and I think he just kind of slung it off the hip, maybe, or a couple rounds.
Definitely
of us,
had to be a Red Eyes event.
yeah, a couple rounds of us talking about it. It was my bro, also actually. A couple rounds of us talking about it. He said Launchpad. He said, you know, like the guy from what the fuck was it called? DuckTales. The guy from DuckTales. His name was Launchpad McQuack. He was the pilot. So that's kind of where it came from right there. And I wanted it to be very Houston oriented as well because the brand I already had previously was called Screw Stone, and it was Houston oriented. I love purple already. I love all the purple shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be heavily on this Screw shit, like heavily on this H-Town shit, music wise and like culture wise. I'm not originally from this area. I'm actually from a little bit south, about 30 minutes south. But my family's been in Houston since I was young. I've been coming up to Houston since I was young. Astroworld, I used to come to Astroworld as a young kid.
Yeah.
Just everything in this area. Southwest, I used to be in the Southwest real heavy. Just, you know, that I just wanted to do something that was Houston based because I was in Houston as well. And, you know, the Rocket. And then the launch pad came from the Rocket. I had another idea for it, but I seen the Rocket in my head, and then she drew it up for me. The original Rocket, Stay Paid, drew it up for me. And then after that, I kind of just changed my name to Launchpad, and you know, that's basically how I came up with Launchpad. HTX Launchpad, like I said
Shout out
previously.
Launchpad.
Yeah, like I said previously, the HTX is just like a city awareness, you know what I'm saying? Just so they know it's Houston Launchpad opposed to, because I know there's some other launch pads out there. I've heard there's like a LA and some other ones or whatever. But
Let's
you
tell
know.
him how we got started as Red Eyes.
Yeah. Let's do that. It was actually through Hyde Park. It was through Hyde Park
That we met.
that we met and we got started actually, because that's when I had talked to Spaz about this stuff a couple of times. I think I had talked to him maybe like once or twice, maybe, and it was actually I think around June when we was like about to get started on it, but I think it was y'all were going out of town.
Oh
or
yeah, you were
something.
busy.
Yeah.
Cause I remember him telling me, "Oh yeah, I talked to him about it, but he said he's busy. He's gonna get back to me." And then I think we waited like a month, and I was like, "Did you ever ask him about whatever?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit him up again."
Well, it's because I was doing that show, and I had wanted them to come and check it out. That way, that way he could see what I was doing. Like, yeah, this, I'm finna do this myself. Like me and her basically put it together ourselves or whatever.
That was what the purple
purple
carpet.
The first purple carpet we did.
Yeah. We had it. We did it with someone else, but I mean, we did.
Yeah.
We did a good amount of the work. They did their fair share as well. They got paid.
Yeah, I
everyone got paid
remember
and
we
stuff.
were at a
You were out of
meeting
town at that time.
We were at a meeting at Hyde Park.
Yeah.
And you know, Hyde Park was jumping, and they used to fucking take records of who and which vendor sold the most tickets.
Yeah, that was back when
Yeah.
individualized
everyone
links
take
were a
like a-
thing.
Yeah, they
Ticket
took
links.
they took stats, so they brought that shit up on the board and shit, and you know they had a handful of people numbers that was stupid high, and a handful of numbers that people were really low, but the foot traffic was stupid dumb in that whole, and the owner was just making a big commotion about us sticking there and
Not
being
doing other
faithful
events.
to only his events and not doing anybody else's, because we did Houston Highs and that whole, it was cool too, but it wasn't nothing really compared to Hyde Park.
No,
but just
not
to
even
see
close.
like how when people get in power, they could kind of lose their mind and lose their humble ability and just try to strong on some shit, which really was not the best method. And while that shit was happening, my brother right here, that's we've been locked in since. He said, "Man, let's do it with Space City. Let's work with Space City." Literally, just like that. He looked up out of everybody that was in the fucking room. There was 20 other people in the room, bro, that had the capability to possibly do what I do, but you ain't me, so you can't do what I do. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was like, "Let's work with him."
Y'all were always
So
super
fuck it.
Yeah,
supportive
because they were
too.
always fucking with us
I
and
was-
buying our shit
I-
out.
me and
Yeah,
my
your
wife
wife
always fuck
bought
with
all
y'all.
my shit. I didn't even know that was your wife until like after the fact. But then whenever I found out, I was like, "Oh my gosh! Like, thank you."
We always felt it was like a gravitational pull, like before just him even what I'm saying, talking about let's work, we always fucked with each other just genuinely, like the branding, I was liking how y'all was branding shit, how y'all was popping out, like y'all was popping out with y'all's merch, like
No
early.
weed on the table.
No weed.
Yeah, we
just
was doing a
straight
lot of
merch.
Yeah.
like videos and stuff.
Y'all was
and
doing a
shit
lot
back
of
then,
that
too.
shit.
Yeah, we're doing
So
like
like
a lot of
y'all
branded
already
videos.
really was growing that lane, you know what I'm saying? And I fucked with it, bro.
photo shoots and shit. You know what
I
I'm saying?
fucked with it for real. My wife she probably still to this day got some old
Stay paid
school
or some
shit.
screw stone shit. Yeah, for
Some
sure.
screw stone, some hustle vibe shit.
Yeah. She
For
wore
real.
some. I know during her pregnancy, she posted some pictures, or she sent me. I don't know if she posted it, but I know she sent me one in a little set
In
that
that
I
purple one.
had. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
No, for real.
we talked a couple times, and then we went to go check out that spot right there.
Where we did our very first
That
event.
first spot right there
If
in
you
the
were
hood.
there, it was tiny as hell. It was hot as hell.
That hoe was small than
and
a
we
bitch.
measured it wrong for sure. We was like,
We-
yeah, we could fit like 15 vendors in here for sure.
We measured that with our eyes.
That hoe was so small.
Tight.
You had to walk in to that motherfucking, it was one little section. You had to squeeze through another little door to get to a medium-sized section. Then squeeze through another little door to get to the back vendors.
And in the
And
back was
it
power
was-
plays
it
with
was
the dab
Power
bar.
Plays with the
Yep.
dab bar and beer dude
And
with
beer
the
dude with the beer.
Yep.
So it was just fucking packed, bro. The line outside was fucking packed.
Wrapped.
Everybody was waiting patiently to get inside that motherfucker, and came inside and had a good ass fucking time.
We didn't
bro.
have no food vendors that day. They
Supposed
only
to.
had juice and fruit.
juice and gas and edibles.
Yeah.
and the mascot.
Yep.
Shout out to Power Plays though, man. They were like the first ones with that dab setup. They were just like blowing.
Yeah,
people's
they were
fucking
hot.
brains out and shit. Yeah,
They were hot.
They were the first
Yeah.
ones that.
They're the first ones I seen. I was like,
They
yo, what are
can't
they
fuck
doing
with us,
over
and I
there? That
seen
shit's
doing that
lit.
shit.
Man,
They did have the dab
They
bar
used to give out
fucking
the
lit. They had
free
that hot
dabs or
nail.
the five. I don't know if it was free or $5, but I know that they always had a line
Yeah, I think they were
for
free.
dabs.
Yeah, they always had the fucking
They
dab
did.
bar, fucking jumping on the first fucking red eyes. That fucking back room was
It
fucking
was packed.
man. Shit was fucking
I couldn't
crazy.
even get back there.
That
I
shit
could
was
get close, but I
bumping.
couldn't get back.
Nah, you couldn't get back there, bro, unless you motherfucking told somebody to move.
And
I'm
then-
on the way. Yeah,
Then we had our second event ever, and that was the toy drive. That was the first toy drive we ever did, but it was our second event ever.
Yeah, the
Yep.
coffee shop. Shout out BSO.
Shout out BSO.
Yeah, shout
for
out
shit
BSO
show.
for
That shit was lit as
hosting
fuck.
us.
Yeah. And if anybody wants to know just like the way we came up with the name, we had like a bunch of different names that we put together and we kind of just voted on them and then went through them. That's how we became the Red Eyes. So we all threw a bunch of different names out and then we kind of just picked the ones that we wanted and it ended up being Red Eyes.
And I think I
which
actually
was-
didn't
The
even
red
like
eyes.
the red
It was
eyes.
called
Red
the
eyes
Red
sounded
Eyes.
cool because see, really, like I
And then we
was
changed it to the
was
Red Eyes
giving out
Collective.
names that would be just for that one event.
Combos. Yeah, it was like
You know what I'm saying?
combos.
Yeah.
And he had like the business name. You know what I'm saying? So that bitch stuck. You know what I'm saying? A
I
long
remember
way.
when y'all brought it to me, or I think I don't know if we talked about it all together. If he ended up just telling me like, "Oh yeah, I think we're gonna use this one," I was like,
I got it from like some guy I hear used to make beats. His name was like Red Eyes on the Track or something. But I mean, Red Eyes is obviously synonymous with we.
Red Eyes is.
but
Red
now I
Eyes
can't
is-
imagine it. I can't imagine it being another name.
It's Red Eyes. Bro.
And the first one was originally just Red Eyes. We changed it to Red Eyes Collective after that.
Yeah, Red Eyes Collective is best, because we are a collective. It is 3 of us, and we do have our own separate brands, and we're united into this major brand right here, the Red Eyes Collective. You know what I'm saying? Stay Paid, Launchpad, Space City Counter Hub, and it's beach, man. OG ZAA story, bro. So, man, when was, like, your first time popping out, you know what I'm saying, like as Launchpad with cannabis? Was it Hyde Park, your first time ever popping out the table?
Nah. My first time popping out, like I said, it's probably gonna be with Screw Stone.
You had gas on the table?
Yeah. So in 2017.
No, with Launchpad.
With Launchpad. Now we did have gas on the table with Screw
With
Stone.
No, but
Stone
when's
too,
the
huh?
first time you popped out with
I was just giving them a
Launchpad?
backstory that way I could transfer into that one. But yeah, we did a show in like me and him put a show together with actually the homie Hostile, which he wasn't Hostile Hoes at that point.
Yeah.
But he was Hostile because he's been doing tags forever. That's like his tag name.
Yeah.
But we did a show in 2017 right next to the Dynamo Stadium at this place called Kings Court. That was the very first time I've ever popped out with like some weed and shit because I had put some pre-rolls that I rolled on the table. He had a bunch of edibles. And then we had this merch that we had just came out with. It was called it was Screw Stone, and it was the 25 lighters one we had, but it was just on a shirt. That was the very first time. It was like around 2017. Like I said, he put me on that shit.
And y'all wasn't nervous? Y'all had the shit out there on display or what?
We knew the guy that owned the bar.
So y'all felt
Actually,
comfortable?
Hostel knew the guy that owned the bar, and he introduced him to my buddy Jake that ran Screw Stone. So we have the same initials, but that's the very first time, very, very first time. We did that, and then maybe we did like maybe some other small. But after that, the first time was with Launchpad. I was doing it with Screw Stone before putting it on her table. But with Launchpad, it was definitely probably the Red Eyes was the very first time that I came out with Launchpad. Red Eyes 1, that was the very first time.
Yeah, because for a long time it was just us vending with merch.
2017, that nigga been popping out for a minute. So I remember my fucking first time popping out with this shit, bro. I was at a fucking a rave, a parking lot rave. It was literally, man, I can't even remember the organizer's name, bro. Like, some white boy, bro. He hit me up like, I'm looking for vendors.
That's how they all used to do.
Yeah.
They were like, I'm
and
looking
I
for
was
vendors.
like, man, fuck it, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? So this when I was just Space City Edibles. So I went with a tent. I had my table. I didn't have no tablecloth. I had these little Dollar Tree bins with all the snacks all in it. Then I had the gas under the table, but I had a sign that said, if you know, ask.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had no like pre-rolls, no flour, no shit like that available to the eye to see. You had to ask me. Then I pull it from under the table, let them smell it and see it. Cause I was literally outside in a parking lot and they was fucking raving, bro. Like the music was mosh pit music.
Crazy.
They was fucking fish fighting and fucking raving in the parking lot.
Yeah.
It was right there by
Is it that
Typhoon,
one?
Texas.
Oh no.
The water
Typhoon,
park?
Texas.
Right
Yeah.
across the street, there's a bar.
Oh yeah, isn't it
Right
Lucky's Pub?
across the street from the whole. Like when you turn into Typhoon, right across the street. That whole parking lot, nigga, was a rave.
That's
because of
loud.
that little bar out there at the
I
corner.
cannot believe
That's
that.
crazy.
Outside, bro.
Bro, that's not even in Harris County.
That's Katie, nigga.
Yeah, that's Katy. That's Fort Bend.
Nigga, I'm nervous.
You're a
bitch out
savage,
there,
dog.
bro.
You're a fucking savage. I
But
would
that
never
hoe was
done
that was my first pop up, and it was cool. We all went home safe, and then after that, my second was at Social Beer Garden. Social Beer Garden was my second one, and then Hyde Park, that was my third one, and then it just went on from there. Shit was fucking crazy. But yeah, that rave shit, bro, it was wild, bro.
That's
They were
crazy.
fucking, and then they didn't really want too much weed though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're all geeked up.
I remember when we pulled up on you at that, like we were just like walking around looking at shows and shit. You had a little thing in the back, and it was like, if you know, you know. So
Yeah.
I do remember that.
They're all geeked up, so I was like, yeah, gotta keep it, under the wraps.
Yeah,
At those moments.
When we was definitely first starting out, it was like that. How obviously yours was. You sell weed now, but what was your first experience putting
I don't
weed on
sell
your
weed
table?
now.
You sell gas and edibles now.
Man,
What's
what's
what
up
was
with
your
the
first
pregnancy
experience?
test?
Yeah, what was your first experience putting gas on your table? Or
I
like,
only sell like limited
edibles?
weed. It has to have like something. It has to be like special.
That exclusive
It has
shit.
to be something that you can't just get everywhere. But my first pop up with merch was at this place. It was just like at a bar, and I don't even remember where it was, but it was called Smokers Only.
Yeah. Mhm.
And we popped out there, and I had some trays that I made, and then we had like some Screw Stone merch that I was putting out there. I didn't have any like Hustle Vibes or Stay Paid merch at the time yet.
Yeah, because I had always been selling weed, like I said, but like I didn't really know that like people was letting you put weed out like that. I was
Yeah.
Like, once
Then after
seen
I
y'all
started
doing it, I was like, oh, you
vending-
can put weed out like that?
Yeah,
Let's go then.
I feel like, bro, that's how a lot of people are to this day, bro. They see us put some shit out on the table. They're like, man, all right, bet, let's fucking do it, bro. Like, man, it took a lot, bro, to really pop out at the time that I popped out. That was like 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was nerve wracking, bro.
I think they don't realize that
They don't
now.
realize
like
it now
that
because we made it so
we went through
comfortable.
that, and so
Yeah.
now it's super open.
It's super open, super comfortable.
And you don't really gotta
There's
go
so
through
many
that.
different fucking hosts that you can hit up and ask for a table. If we say no to our
You got at
events,
least-
they feeling like, all right, I'm gonna just go ask another host. That's cool, bro, because a lot of the other hosts is not gonna have the same standards that we have, bro. So we hold
From
different
day
standards
one,
on our
we've
end.
always I think there's like
Been a
5 things that
standard.
I can name that
There's
we've
always
done.
been a standard we've been upholding ourselves to, just within ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Not even just by somebody else, just like us. We just always want to do stuff really, really good. And people did stuff that's going to entertain people, stuff that's going to, people are going to go and be like, yeah, I had a really good time. I felt safe. You know what I mean? Like
I think our 4 or 5 things that we've always stood on is, one is the security. We've never slacked on the security. We've always had good security. 2 was not releasing the address publicly. Like, we have never posted on IG, never posted anywhere publicly. It's always just been like verified people. I think the 3rd one would be like quality control. Like, every vendor except for like the first vendors that really were OGs and started out with us, every vendor we've always asked for a sample. And then we've had samples that were not that good, and you just can't get in if it's not up to our standard. And it's not personal, it's just quality control.
people literally got
Juicy.
mad at us and beef with us. Like,
Yeah.
not beef like directly, but just like had a low key beef with us just because we didn't accept them because they brought like stuff that at the time for us wasn't
I've had people give me fake stuff as a sample before. Like, they would give me something and they'll be like, this is this, and I'll take it and I'll smoke it, and I'll be like, this is not that.
The worst type of DM or message to get from anybody that came to our events was to be like, man, I bought some more bullshit ass shit from your event. They don't even fucking remember what vendor they bought it from.
They just know they
remember
got it
what
from us,
fucking
from our event.
they
Yeah.
went to. So that's why we have the QC in line to make sure that everybody that comes under our roof is not gonna get no booth. No booth under our roof. That's a rule we stand by because we want everybody to walk out. You can hit all 50 vendors if you want. You're going to be good type shit.
Yeah, you're not going to get nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
And just, being
Unless
on
that's what you're
people
looking for.
to make them, put more into their brand. Like, I feel like that's something we did also is like by doing that, we like made people like put more into your brand. Like, don't just come with a blank bag like this, you know what I'm saying? The other side has my bro shit on it, but don't just come with a blank bag, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Did you have a tablecloth already at our
we didn't have no tablecloths.
At the first Red Eyes?
He did. No, he's
Yeah.
been had a tablecloth forever.
It was the astronaut with the bomb.
So when I think back to like the very first Red Eyes and like during that time, and tablecloths weren't even like a really big thing back then. Like,
Man, hell no, it was, bro, because
A
it
lot of
was
people had
it was Hyde
a lot of
Park
people
and
had them, but a
Social
lot
Beer
of people
Garden.
really didn't.
At Social Beer Garden, Hyde Park. Social Beer Garden did not my segment, but Hyde Park, I had to brand it because people was branded at
Yeah.
Hyde Park. Like No Neck was branded, fucking Sucker Free was branded, 710 was branded. So it's like nigga can't be up in that hole with no fucking
No
blank
bread.
ass fucking
No, yeah,
tablecloth.
it was a lot. It was a lot of table, but it was a lot of people that were just starting out, and so it wasn't. It was a lot of people that did, and a lot of people that didn't have table, including us. Like I didn't have a tablecloth until
Man,
we really
I
started
told
doing.
so many people to get tablecloth. Get a tablecloth. Start a brand, bro. Come fuck with us. Like
Yeah.
bet.
And so now that's like one of the things that we kind of like require. Like you got to have your branding. You can't just
Yeah.
pop up with a blank tablecloth.
I got the peas.
Yeah, no turkeys. No turkey. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we got kind of laxed on that a little
We
bit.
did
Yeah.
get laxed on
But-
that. First, we didn't have like
Yeah,
a whole
we
bunch of
didn't-
turkeys on
no.
the table, but now we
Now we
kinda
just
like,
kind of.
the market has definitely changed a little bit. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of people started doing events after us, and they just kind of been doing them like every day. And it's not the fact that they're doing the events every day; it's the fact to me that they're calling them events because most of them are just pop ups,
Or just pop ups,
and it's just a market. Like we try to do, like if we're gonna do a pop up, it's gonna be called like a pop up or something like that. Like we have the Trappy Place, which is we usually don't do like event type stuff there, but we'll give away stuff for free. But like the other stuff, we really pride ourselves in, putting on a good show for the people, especially my man right here. He always entertaining everyone very, very
Yeah.
well.
Be spazzing out in
Yeah.
that bitch, bro. We go crazy at the gas down. We go crazy at the gas summit, bro. We go crazy for our give backs, backpack drives, the
give backs
fucking
always go.
toy drives.
crazy.
We do peanut butter jelly drives at the Spliffing Deals, bro.
Yep.
Like
And then of course our infamous 420. You know,
420.
the very first 420 we ever did was on a
Stupid.
Wednesday, and we rocked
Stupid.
it. It went
Dumb.
crazy.
We went 3 years in a row running
police
420,
came.
bro. That shit.
Yeah.
Hey, if you a hostess and you don't have nuts to talk to the police, you should not be a hostess.
For
Yeah, you
sure.
gotta.
And that's real
We-
shit, bro, because there's been so many times to where police has pulled up and nobody has known anything because guess what? You got good ass fucking hostess that know how to talk to the motherfucking police. You know what I'm saying? And they go ahead
Yep.
and go on about their business. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is safe. But they got some of them paranoid ass people out there that might make the situation worse whenever it's not even a big
Start running
situation.
and all that stuff, like
Just-
packing up, scrambling, like that makes it
Don't
worse.
do that.
You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
do that.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that, pack up, chill, then walk out. Don't run, scramble, and do all that crazy stuff because there ain't no need for that stuff, man. Like if you just pack your stuff up, ain't
More-
nobody
that's
gonna
just
see
more
what you're even
chaos.
doing anyway. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Whole bunch of chaos. That shit, bro.
Yeah, we've
keep it
talked to him
smooth,
multiple
bro.
times.
Keep it smooth, bro. Everything gonna be funky, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
OG's story, bro. I'm smoking on a wood or some gas right now. I wish my brother and my sister over here smoked woods with me. They don't even smoke woods, y'all. They smoke fucking papers only.
Yeah, papers only. I started that when I was like,
I've been smoking a lot more rosin really than anything.
Yeah,
lately.
you got your whole setup right here.
Yeah, I have just cause
25, 26.
I smoke joints and shit too though, but I don't know. Rosin just be tasting so good.
I
And
like
it's
the
just-
woods, baby.
It gets me high like I want, or like if I smoke like a sativa and some rosin, that shit's finna get me like lit. Yeah, I'm gonna get up immediately.
I like to smoke joints. I've dabbled in like the concentrates. I've dabbled in the edibles. Even though I make edibles now, I don't really eat them like that. 710 Sweets, I fuck with her edibles. She's probably like the only edible person that I like really fuck with because I don't know. I tried them one day and it did what I wanted it to do. And after that, I found that one and I was like, oh, that's all I need. But joints are my thing. But it's funny because I don't roll.
Yeah.
I only like pre-rolls. Like
Yeah.
y'all try to give me free stuff.
Shout out
and I,
Launchpad. He be rolling the fuck out. She be like, "Can you roll me a joint? God damn, really? Roll me a joint." That
Right.
nigga roll a perfect ass
Yeah.
joint on scene every time, bro.
right?
Every
I know I'm
fucking
low
time.
key lucky. I got you hand rolling on my joints every day.
I've been rolling for a very long time. Like since I was in high school, I've been rolling. Like I was always the designated roller. Back then, I used to roll the swishers because that's what everyone smoked is swishers
Yeah,
and
everybody smoked
Phillies.
the
I can roll a
swishers.
blunt.
Yeah,
Not a
everyone was,
backwood, but a blunt.
there was no tips back then. There was
Yeah.
really no grinders back when I started smoking. This was like
Right? You were doing
Yeah.
this.
2003-ish. You know
Break
what I'm
this
saying?
shit down. I still break that shit down with my
Yeah.
fingers. I don't like grinded up
So everyone was smoking Phillies and Swishers.
Look at Wise.
Grinded up weed is
It was the
hard as
biggest-
fuck to smoke in the wood.
Go to all the 90s and the 2000 songs, you're going to hear nothing but Swishers and Phillies, all sweets, killer. Like, that's all everyone was smoking back then.
Yeah, we smoked the fuck out them sweets.
Mm-hmm.
For shit, sure. I hated them fucking when they made them damn blueberry ones. Them hoes, them hoes was the worst.
I wasn't fucking with the
I
blueberry
ain't like them
ones.
grape ones neither.
I
Really.
like the
Oh, I don't like nothing grape.
Sour apple and then
I
the
just like
strawberry and the
The
chocolate.
strawberry ones, cause the chocolate ones
I
did
like the
smoke
chocolate
too.
ones. Them hoes smoke.
Especially you put some good weed in it.
Yeah, and it tastes like chocolate. Yep.
That
Man.
bitch was really, really fucking good. bro.
Man. Yep.
Man, I remember when we fucking did that fucking that fashion show. I think that was like when
Oh,
we
yeah.
first started getting in cahoots with each other too.
Fashion
yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Remember it fucking
Oh, yeah,
downtown
yeah,
in the
yeah.
fucking Buffalo, what was like the Bayou?
It was the
bro?
Bayou,
Yeah,
the Bayou
the
City
event center.
Music
Yeah,
Center or
Bayou
some
City
shit
Bro.
like that.
Yeah.
It was some underground shit. This nigga threw a whole fucking modeling event, and this was like
It was
the first
dead,
times
too.
that we started fucking with each other. And I was like, hey, I put them in the dope, man. Y'all come to this whole, bring y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, we posted that hoe, had that hoe fucking going crazy, bro. Like 3, 4, 5 vendors in that hoe with weed and shit. Nah, after the nigga post
Right.
the flyer, like, damn, how the fuck y'all niggas
How did
just
y'all get here?
this hoe's supposed to be exclusive.
Something else I don't think people know is like we definitely paid our dues like out here in the community, like as far as taking all the proper steps of like getting out here. Like I know I myself personally, like I've asked and been told no multiple times for events. I've paid vendor fees after vendor fees after vendor fees. I paid vendor fees and sometimes didn't even make a return on my vendor fee because I'm just selling merch. I'm not even selling weed like everybody else. And I don't do no complaining. I just keep it thugging. Just
Market.
Gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Can't
just
stop.
whatever. It's just another show.
Just another show.
But,
yeah.
you know,
in the scorching heat. We've been out here in the scorching heat before, you know what
I
I'm saying?
didn't
Like
just-
Hot, in the rain,
Yeah.
in the mud. We
Yep.
fucking did some shit, the
Did.
slingshot spot, bro, and the whole city was stepping in fucking goo or mud to
It
get
was
inside
mud the whole
building.
way
Yeah.
inside. Everybody ruined their shoes that night,
Everybody's
but
shoes was fucked up.
they
That
didn't
hoe
care,
was
though.
Jumping, boy.
That bitch was
they did not
jumping.
care.
Hey, this motherfucking event, OG's Out Story finna be jumping on
Stupid.
Friday, bro. Make sure y'all
Y'all gonna see.
motherfuckers tune the fuck in. We finna have this shit going live on Friday, bro. The Red Eyes Collective platform, bro. Man, you got any advice, Launchpad, for anybody that, you know, up and coming in the game, want to build a brand, want to have successful merch, want to be, you know, a CEO of a business, you know, want to be good at partnership, networking, collaborations, because that's all things that you are good at, bro. And I'm proud to sit here and be your partner, bro, because we definitely been locked in for about 3 going on 4
Yeah,
years
going on
now.
4 years.
Yeah.
And we definitely grew and built the brotherhood, man, because he ain't no stranger to me no more, bro. This is my brother. He knows my kids. I know his kids. You know, we locked in a long way, bro. So
We do vacations.
Yeah. We went out to Cali, you know what I'm saying? Had a
Everything.
great time 2 times.
every time, bro.
Right?
But advice to someone starting in the game, stay true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't always, to me personally, my advice is don't always try to follow what everyone else is doing. Stay true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Use your own vision. You know, if you are doing something that somebody else is doing, always, you know, put your own little touch on it. Always stay down, you know, even if you take a big L, because I've took plenty of big L's, just keep grinding, man. Because if you really got it, if you really got that hustle in you, you're going to bounce back. If you don't, then, you know, stay in your lane, you know, just make sure and stay in the lane that you're comfortable in, to be honest, you know, because everyone ain't built for this, and everyone ain't built for a lot of things, and you got to just kind of find what you're good at and stay there, you know, because we need everyone. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, we need people like me. We need people like you. We need people like you. We need people like you. You know what I'm saying? We need people like everyone. So like I said, just, stay, find your lane.
Excel at your lane.
Yeah. And then to me personally, do what you love. That's what I would tell you. Do what you love to do, because that's going to pay for itself in the long run. And even if you do work another job, always have a side hustle and build something else on the side, and take any experience that you have at that other job and put it in your side hustle. You know what I'm saying? Always, take everything as a learning experience for sure.
Yeah.
Nah, everything has a learning experience to it, bro, because you do have to stay in your lane when it comes to building. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to this red eye shit, bro, I'm the motherfucking voice. My brother right here is the motherfucking vision. My sister over here, she the motherfucking glue. The glue, the vision, and the voice. We got a heavy structure with those three, bro. And we stay in our lane, and we all creative, and we all blend these ideas together to make them pop bigger than what anybody can see. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes bigger than what we can see at times. But it fucking works, bro.
Definitely.
It fucking goes hard, bro. What about you, Stay? You got some advice for anybody?
I think my only advice would be, like, on a short note, would be like, just be authentic, be true to yourself, be true to your own ideas. Kind of similar to what Launchpad said. Do what you love, do what you like, and it really doesn't matter. Like, if the next person doesn't like it, if you like it, you do it, you perfect it, and you make it happen. You make it work. I've done so many things that didn't pop the way I thought they were gonna pop, and then you do something else and it does. So you just got to keep on, keep at it, keep trying, try something new, and just keep on doing your thing. Yeah, don't get discouraged. And if you do get discouraged easily, just might not be the best thing for you, but
Keep trying.
but just keep on trying, keep on, just be true to yourself, be authentic.
Facts, bro.
What about you? What would your advice to be someone coming in the game?
Hey, you got to take risk and prosper, bro. You got to trap. You got to take a motherfucking risk, and you got to prosper from your risk. That's what anything, any aspect of life, business, being a husband, being a father, you got to take risk with shit, and you got to prosper from the risk, because if you don't go outside the box and think outside the box and do things that other people are doing, then you won't separate yourself from others, and you won't have, gravitation in a bigger magnitude. So stay true to yourself, just like my brother and my sister said. Because if you don't do that, you're going to fail already, because you failed to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else that you love and your passion is going to prosper. You know what I'm saying? Don't chase money. Let the money come to you through your passion. And money's going to come easily, frequently, and abundantly all the time, bro. So keep your head up and keep doing what you do, man. And, come rock with the Red Eyes team. Just come introduce yourself.
Come introduce yourself. Don't be scared. We're right here at the Spliff. You know what I'm saying? Tuesday through Thursday. Don't take it as disrespectful when we ask you to come bring us some samples, please, because we've been doing this. We've been putting in this work. And so if you can't respect that, then we can't respect you. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's the same for everybody, too. It's not even just like this is something new we just rolled out. Like,
We've been doing
literally,
this shit for
we've been doing
years.
it since basically day one. Everybody has brought samples, and we used to do sponsorships. People, and we would tell them to bring their samples to our event and bring your samples and hand out your samples for free at our event to just the whole crowd. And we had people do that.
Because that's what people do at like real businesses,
shit,
like
bro.
in real big businesses. A lot of people may not understand because they don't see it and they don't understand.
They
but
see it as a strong
Yeah.
arm method, but it's not a strong arm method.
it's not.
It's
business.
introduction.
Yeah.
It's how real, like how bigger, multi-million-dollar businesses, they charge people to come to their stuff and hand out stuff for free. It's just how it works. And when you build something up, you can do whatever you want. And you know, if y'all don't like it, I'm sorry, but this is just how we run.
That's
it.
how we roll.
This is how we run it. So,
Y'all got any shout outs?
yeah, I got some shout outs for sure, man. Shout out to fucking Wise for recording this shit. And always making us some fire videos, cause he's been killing it since day one. Shout out to Stay Paid for always fucking doing everything, even if it's last minute, putting together badass flyers, you know.
Lots of last minute.
Collecting everyone's money, having to deal with all these rude people being rude.
That's where my customer service skills come in.
Yeah,
having to
great
deal
patience.
with our drunk ass for like the past 2 years.
Yeah, we've been really
events.
fucking drunk. But now me and my brother been on a better path.
Yeah. On a better life
with
path.
that alcohol like
You
that.
know.
So
She does a lot. You know what I mean? I'm sure y'all see her a lot. I'm more behind the scenes. You really probably don't see me as much. But also, thank you to shout out to Space City, because this guy right here kills every fucking show. You know what I'm saying? Fucking thank this guy for believing in me. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, because a lot of people are not just gonna jump out on the limb and do no shit like that. And even if they don't even fucking know you, my man, just like he just said, when you take a risk, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it pays off and sometimes it doesn't. But thank him for believing in me and believing all the ideas that I do have, you know what I'm saying, that we all put together. And, you know, thank you to Red Eyes. Thank you to Red Eyes for, you know, just, you know, we be putting shit on, you know what I'm saying? There's more stuff that we could talk about, but we'll just
We
keep
would
it
be
at
here
that.
all day.
We're gonna have some we're gonna have some more shit coming up, but there's a lot more stuff coming up. A lot more stuff that we could talk about that we're not gonna elaborate on right now, but we definitely got a lot in store for y'all. We got a lot of badass shit coming up. I got a lot of shit coming up at Launchpad. I know State Pay's got shit coming up, and I know Space City got shit coming up too.
cooking, bro.
My
Nah,
shout
real
outs.
shit, bro.
My shout outs would be, you know, shout out to Mrs. Space City, always super supportive. I think she's
Love
like
you,
the
baby.
first, she's the first person that really like bought like every single piece of merch I had and didn't even like ask about it. Just I want this and this and this and that. And then I added up and she was like, okay, come back. No problem. No problem. So shout out to her. Always super supportive. Shout out to both of these guys because, you know, without them, this wouldn't function the way it does. And, you know, I'm the HR, but these guys are like the visionaries. So, you know, shout out to them for that. Shout out to Pink, one of the very first girls that ever worked behind my table. She started day one. She was working with me for the free, just showing love to my brand. So shout out to her. Shout out to our whole team that we have now. They all do an amazing job holding down the tables while we're out running these events. So, you know, shout out to them. And shout out to all the vendors that have, you know, rocked with us since the beginning and the ones that rock with us now. You know, y'all are the real MVPs, the community. You know,
Yep.
We appreciate all of y'all, all the love, all the support that y'all give us.
Real MVPs, bro.
You know, we wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for y'all.
It wouldn't be nothing if it wasn't for y'all, bro. Like,
Definitely.
we
Would have
gotta
been a dead
them
event.
Good ass shows. Nah, real shit, bro. Shout out to the vendors, bro. Like, that's a major shout out.
Yeah.
All the vendors that come and support the Red Eyes events. Shout out to y'all. I want to say big shout out to my brother and my sister right here for sure. Stay Paid and Launchpad. They definitely are patient people and definitely have a lot of difficulties and struggles that a lot of people don't face in their life. But they wear it like nothing, bro. Like there's no chips on their shoulders. So I really salute that, you know, y'all could keep y'all's poise as strong as y'all do with this business and not let anything really interfere, but we're always on go, and I love it. So shout out to that shit, bro. And my brother really does have a vision, so I gravitate, bro. I have good discernment. I have good energy, you know what I'm saying? And I felt the energy from the jump, so I knew it was origin by God, bro. So that's it's more than just me believing in him, bro. It's me being a good steward to an angel that was put in my life, and I thank you for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my nigga Wise, bro. He always be having our shit jumping.
Since day
Every
one.
fucking recap, every fucking
Yeah.
event since day one been fucking lit from Wise, bro. Our 420 recaps be fucking stupid. He got 2-3 cameras going on right here, right now. We finna go dumb for the motherfucking OG's our story. Shout out to my nigga Muck, bro. That's my dog. Genuine, real live nigga, bro. He's smart as fuck. Got his own baseball team, got his own music, got his own pack. Shout out Turk Tongue Exotics, bro. Shout out Explicit. Real loyal ass
Explicit
nigga, bro.
life.
Oh yeah, shout out
Real
Explicit.
Explicit life.
Explicit is a loyal ass nigga, bro.
Yes.
He's been loyal to my brand. He's been loyal to me and
all
you
of
know,
us.
The whole Red Eyes.
everybody, bro. And
Yeah, super loyal.
he learns a lot from us, and we learn a lot from him too.
Mm-hmm.
As him being a younger person around us, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and kind of seeing the challenges that younger people face. And I'm glad to be in your life, Explicit, bro. To be, you know, kind of guiding you through difficulties that you face, bro. Because that's what y'all here for, bro. So I get on this mic and shout everybody out all fucking night, bro.
Right.
You know,
Shout out my boy Jay Boogie one time, man, because I forgot to shout him out. He's always helping me
Jay
every time
Boogie
we
and
do something.
Explicit. Let's turn up.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Jay
So he
Boogie
sees
and
something on my
Explicit.
table, 9 times out of 10, it's probably Jay Boogie to put it in that packaging and put it all together for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the brains, like my man just said right here. I try not to do too much labor nowadays.
Nah, for real, bro. One of these days, I'm gonna try to find me an MC and hire him and teach him what I want at the events. Nah, fuck
It's
it.
not going.
I'm gonna do that shit my damn self.
Yeah.
Nah, but we gonna fucking go crazy, bro, for the OG ZAA story, bro, on Friday, the 24th. Motherfucking pull the fuck up. Get your ticket right now. Y'all come and see what we got going on live on stage with the podcast. All the OGs gonna come back to the stage, talk they shit, man. This Red Eyes Collective right here, bro. Stay Paid, Launchpad, Space City Canada. All three of us make Red Eyes Collective, bro. Don't you forget that shit, and you need to know that shit, bro. Red Eye, Red Eye, Red Eye, Red Eye, Red Eye, Red Eye, Red Eye. Tune the fuck in OG's our story
Yeah,
on the
feel me.
24th.